Bino, Zeke Black is in the building. Zeke Black is in the building. Um, this shows something a little different because I have to cater to people that's of my age group. There's a lot been going on last week. We've been speaking about the young boy, and these, and then it goes back into us speaking about the younger generation and the things that the younger generation gets into, and sometimes the things that they do. And paying attention is for free, man. And sometimes something will be in our face, but we don't. For those that was out there, those that was outside, really around, things to be in our face, but we're not paying attention to what's in our face. So then, and when it finally blows up, it's like, yo, these young boys is butted out, and they following the wrong dudes. Then it's weird because speaking to wifey this morning, right, and I was like, they keep saying that New York inherited a drill culture from Chicago. And then I had to sit back and think, I can't say that. I think the music, yeah, that style of beats, but there was sort of a drill scene in New York. And I'm going to take it back as far as '05, that I remember, to remember before that. I used to be in Brownsville, Brooklyn, and back then they had their little crews. The young boys, the young kids, I remember. In Brownsville, Brooklyn, where I was at, was by Livonia, Riverdale, Bristol. You know what I'm saying? In Bristol. Those neighborhoods were traditionally Crips and folks. So the folks, the GD's been in New York. It just depends on where you lived at, but definitely doing good. Definitely doing good, Miss Mahogany. Well, definitely. There's a lot going on. You had the younger generation coming up. These are the nieces and nephews of the traditional Crips and the traditional Bloods and the folks and all that other shit. They all growing up now. These are the young boys, 15, 16 years old. These are the MySpace babies, I call them. Cause this is when I remember when MySpace was popping. But these young boys were spinning blocks back then. We just thought they was crazy. But them young boys are spinning blocks. I remember there was some kid, I think his name was Joey, out of Langston Hughes. Him and his little crew was going to war with some dudes, I think in LH or Brownsville houses. And on Livonia, there's a Spanish restaurant on the corner. You see 30 of them outside. You know what I'm saying? You see like 30 of them outside. And then you spin the block. You see another crew out there. Now we thought, oh, these are some Crips and some Bloods. Nah, these are what became Wave Gang and Hood Stars. Now, that gang, which when they caught up to them like in 2011, 2012, they did more violence than get money. It was more shootings. Remember that one? Where what is now known as the Wound Chew, some say, that culture was around us. These are the little bros. You know what I'm saying? I can remember as far as back, '06 in Albany, New York. You had the traditional uptown, downtown issues, OSB, and probably the BGs allegedly. But then you had the Jungle Junkies versus the OGKs. That was a crazy war. These young boys are spinning blocks. Definitely after we was there on Lark and Norwich when them young boys used to come through. They was going to war with them young boys after Double D's died, after Double D's passed away. It was crazy. This is all in New York. These young boys are spinning blocks. But it was crazy because these young boys were the same young boys at our house party dancing. They had their own swag, their own walk. The junks had their walk. Even in Brownsville, these young boys had their own dances, depending on where you was at. Then you had some dudes that was flexing. I guess, you know what I'm saying? But they was creating their own culture. We just didn't pay attention to these young boys. But that generation of young boys, they was getting into, they wasn't doing the traditional lobby shit that we was doing. These dudes were swiping cards. Yeah, God, man, yeah, exactly. These young boys was the swipers. So the culture was there. It's just that chief key for these other young boys, when their music got popular, these young boys was able to hop on that wave. But if you think about it, from the MySpace days, when these young boys made songs, it was about their crimes. I had to remember this shit. Like, nah, son, they really didn't steal that Chicago thing. That was just a newer generation thing. Salute. That was a new generational thing. That wasn't a, yo, this is the chief, keep it going crazy. It's just that it looks that way, like they inspired everything else. Now, I'm talking about the era when dudes was popping Oxycontin. Oxycontin was the wave around 05, 06. That was the wave back then. These young boys was popping those oxys and them E-pills. Might have been perks too. That was that sort of wave back then for them young boys. I had to think about this. All the lean, all that came from we get it. That come from that culture of watching dudes out of Houston or the other stuff, and the Midwest lifestyle. But a lot of everything else, I think, was just the newer generation. Because a lot of these young boys, they like Day, the one that had the situation with Loki Smoother, his uncles and them was like folks. You know what I'm saying? GDs. You know what I'm saying? Or affiliated with the GDs. Remember, the GDs was in Marcus Garvey Village. You had Crips over there too, you know what I'm saying? But you had them GDs over there. And that Riverdale Tower shit. So the GD influence was already over there. That was already over there. So we can't say that. So if because of a lot of those raids that happened with them young boys, a lot of these families moved around to these shelters, to these different communities. Remember, these young boys were like superstars to other young boys. Yo, I'm from Brownsville. Yo, well, I'm part of Wave Gang. I'm part of Hood Stars. Then you had the YGs, the old YGs in 1090. That just grew into the young boys losing their mind. But even the YGs was out too over there by Web and all that, right? They was losing their mind over there. That became a culture. The young boys was just different, but they was young. These were the kids. We just didn't pay attention to this shit. Remember, these are the MySpace young boys that went from MySpace to Twitter to Facebook. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the indictments was based off of music that they made, rapping about their crimes. Remember that? Jungle, you know what I'm saying? Peace, salute. That's what definitely BQ Mommy's in the building. I remember when the Jungle Junkies, that was in their case. We talking about the junks. They was rapping about some of their crimes. They made a video rapping about their crimes. Salute, Harlem Double. So, I think sometimes we sort of get caught up not paying attention. It's just that over the years it grew. A lot of these dudes, they become blooded, so they went to jail. Or DFY. A lot of these kids is DFY babies. It was like little Gangsta Loc. Gangsta Loc was quick, but he was junk. With his cousins and all that, his brothers, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's crazy. Yo, thinking about this shit now, that culture been in New York. That culture spending. Remember, we used to be bugging out. Remember, for those that was outside, we'd be on the block. You should tell me, young boy. Yeah, son, and so that influence was there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. Gangsta Loc was, but he was junk. Allegedly, he in jail for a crime going, you know what I'm saying? Over some jungle junkie shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why he in jail for. He ain't in jail for them bloody Crip shit. The traditional gangs. See, that's funny you said that, Mr. Biggs BBA. That's funny you said that 2001. You remember far back then. So the influence was here already. It was here already. So we can't say, yo, Chief Keef, and yo, because it's Chicago. It's not, because it's been here. You know what I'm saying? Dudes caught Fed charges in New York. Going to war. Remember? Well, we know about the older crowd. We know about the GDs versus ABGs in the projects. I don't know how far it went with the ABGs. I believe it went as far as, I think, Howard. Going in against it. Because if it's been in Brownsville, what's that, the 3 train? It stops on Rockaway, Livonia. One side of the tracks is the projects. The other side because you have 2 Marcus Garveys. You got Marcus Garvey projects. Yes, top of the morning. Yeah, I'm gonna call you, good brother. And then you got the other side, which is Marcus Garvey Village. You know what I'm saying? You got Crips over there too, though. You got a lot of Crips over there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, there was GDs. So that coaching was here. That hooper was here. Don't get it twisted. It was here. It's just that these young boys, we see more they went on with it. But that's when the young boys is running around with Deron Brooks was popping. Shout out to Harlem. You know what I'm saying? The young boys running around with book bags all day. That's when the young boys had the book bag. Remember, we still on the block doing what we doing. We used to tell them young boys, yo, you're making the block hot with that Warren shit. Because the young boys was on Warren. They just be outside all day. In the mega mix, exactly. I had to think about this shit, like, because the Jungle Junkie shit was, what year was it? For those that was in Albany, that was a bad war, man. That Jungle Junkie shit was a bad one, you know what I'm saying? That was a bad one. A lot of shooting, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Turtle Robertson, you know what I'm saying? What year was that case? They got bagged first. These dudes are spinning blocks. Yeah, these dudes are spinning blocks. These dudes, they were doing, you know, it was popping. Hold on 1 second. This shit date back. They called the ill Fed charge. The junks, you know what I'm saying? Here we go again. Easy low. Yes. I remember they shit date back. Yeah. It was 2000 and so it was I remember it was October 14, 2006. They got snatched up the junks. They were a couple of dudes got caught up in that, you know, like Jermaine Maine and all of them, the old, you know, Sham and whatever. But 90% of their case was based off of drive-bys, spinning blocks, spinning corners. These dudes was at war. That culture was here, but we just looked at them niggas like they was bugging. They wasn't Bloods and Crips. And the ones that was Blood and Crips, if they was blood, they was blood at DFY. Yeah, no doubt. Salute. Yeah, Wise is out there. No, Wise is up north for that. I think Wise just came home when all that Jungle Junkie shit was off the hook. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But that culture, what I'm saying is the culture was here. It wasn't the traditional, these Crips bugging out. These young boys had their own walk. They had their own little dances. And what we got to see with the Woon Chew. All that dances that them dudes is doing, those are dances that represent their culture. Because the junks, part of their federal case was a song that they made. So when I sit here and go, the drill culture was here. The spinning blocks, I mean. Now, the first rapper I ever heard, I'm going to say that caught my attention to that sound of music was some white guy named Slim Goody or Slim some shit. Some dude out of Iowa or Chicago. And he had mad young boys with guns in the video. But the shit went viral. I guess this is around the time when YouTube first popped off. You know, the Soulja Boy era. And the young boy was in a video like this. And that's the first, and I guess he had, I called him Slim Goody or some Slim Slice or something crazy. And I think he got slapped at one of his events, and basically his rap career was over. But he shined light to that sound. One of the ones that's on a national level, you know what I'm saying? Slim Jesus, that was his name. He had the guns and all this craziness. We thought, because remember, we thought Gravy was crazy. When he was doing the come up DVDs with Fendi, and he was in the hallway with the alleged guns and all that. We said, think about it. That's when we said these young boys was crazy. They was doing videos with their guns. Remember, it goes as far back as Gravy. When Gravy was on come up DVDs, we wasn't paying it. So the culture was here. It's just that nobody was touching it on a national level. Until after the Slim Jesus shit, there was a couple of others, but it didn't go nowhere. And then I went up north, so I don't know who. Somebody might have blew. I come home, and then you got the Chief Keefs and what's the young boy. Yes. That sound, that beat, because I remember, yeah, I'm saying they ran down on them somewhere. Haven't heard from them since. You know what I'm saying? So their culture with the young boys, it's just that the newer young boys followed what was ahead of them. That's all that happened. As crazy as this sound, the young boys followed. And that's why I think we began to start paying attention because we was looking for traditional gang signs. So if you have a son or a nephew, and if you don't have a blue or red flag on, that's nothing. Him and his boys just got their own flow. But these young niggas, they became, because scamming always been here. Don't get it twisted. Scamming always been here. For those that's my age, niggas are doing it since the receipts. You know what I'm saying? It's just that the younger generation, they became more tech. So instead of hustling in the lobby or on a park bench, these young boys became the little niggas to the scammers. Let me take the young boy out, 5 of them, we gonna attack downtown. They start swiping. So now these young boys, they're fashionable. The drugs are changing. This new thing called sour packs are in play. I don't know what the hell's a sour pack. I'm on a bus coming from Watertown, because I was in Cape Vincent, but I had to catch the bus in Watertown to get home. The Greyhound. He dropped me off from Watertown. I see about on the phone, like, what the fuck? It was a new culture. It wasn't that I was on the phone. The game was changing. The culture was changing. The Taijina. Mr. Biggs, that is a fact, Mr. Biggs. They're doing what works for them. And just paying attention to the culture. I'm like, yo, son, we didn't pay attention to these young boys. Because we look for the traditional signs. And y'all can go on YouTube and y'all can go back to those dances that some of the moves that Fario and Pop Smoke was doing. These young boys was doing in the house party. Yo, hey! They started doing all that craziness. Yeah, son. I'm looking like, yo, the culture been here. Now, all academics did was he shined a light on it through Chicago. But that drill culture been in New York. 405 was popping. We just didn't pay no mind to it. You had crews like GDM or GFM, Get Fresh Mafia, some dudes out of Brownsville out there, some young boys you had to pop till you drop. Like, these young boys had Guap till you drop. Like you had these young boys had their own little names of their cliques, FYG and. But these young boys would be online all day. We're talking about when dudes before the iPhones popped, when them young boys was using that texting thing all day. I forgot what they call that thing. We had different crews. Yeah, let me shout out to Tav, man. Yo, Cubby Cub was popping. Cubby Cub was popping. So now when we break it down to the culture, the sidekicks, that's when the sidekicks was popping. Way before the iPhone was in play, dudes had the young boys had the sidekicks. We still wasn't thinking about them because they wasn't doing the traditionals. They wasn't wearing blue and red flags. Actually, a lot of these young boys wasn't even wearing flags. You just see 30 young niggas in front of White Castles and think like, what's wrong with these little niggas, man? They ain't trying to get no money. And then 10 minutes later, yo, somebody just shot up, the young boys having a shootout on. These young boys just on bikes clipping at each other. Because I used to be in Brownsville around that time. That's why I gotta speak about what I remember. Because I remember there's a Dominican spot, a Latino store that was by the health department. God, what's that block? You know what I'm talking about, that's in Brownsville. Not Livonia and Rockaway, but the next corner. Not going to Riverdale, but the next direction. Next corner, there used to be like a Spanish store right there, restaurant right there. Because Garvey's on that side. You know, Garvey's right on that side. That's another side of Garvey. Now, Marcus Garvey's is different because you got some Crips over there and you got some folks over there. A lot of folks over there. Depends on what side you on. Not even depending on what side you on. It's just where you at. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Now, the reason why I'm doing this show for, because the next corner. Not going towards not going towards Riverdale, but the next corner. You know what I'm talking about, for no friend. The next corner. Because, you know what I'm saying? The next corner, there's a Spanish restaurant over there. Them young boys be out there 30 deep. You know what I'm saying? They start clapping. I understand it. Then the chicken spot right by, off of Livonia. That's another dangerous spot you might get caught lacking at. You know what I'm saying? This is Brownsville, New York. This is Brooklyn. Now, going back into the bail reform, what they're saying is they did out like 6 or 7 dudes, and out of 6 or 7 dudes, at least 5 came home and caught bodies. They either let them out on, that's Belmont, the next corner. Yeah. It's crazy over there. You know what I'm saying? But looking at it now, I'm like, damn, those are the young boys. Those are the young boys that everybody slept on. You still had the homies running around, so that had a more influence. But the young boys, okay, definitely, exactly know what I'm talking about. You're in Van Dyke, guy, no doubt. So you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? These young boys, they start doing, because these young boys, they be dancing in the middle of the projects. You think nothing of it. You think no violence and nothing from these young boys. And these young boys not paying, because remember, we're looking for the traditional red bandana, B and C shit, this killer, that killer. These young niggas had their own war. You know what I'm saying? They was getting their hands on them pistols to those swipes. They wasn't doing what we did all day. Remember we used to be bugging out like these young boys don't get no money because they only come outside at night. All day, these young boys running around. At the 8 o'clock, we used to be like, where the fuck these little niggas go? These young boys, where the hell the young boys at? Like, and when they do come outside, it was always chaos, shootings. You know what I'm saying? Word. Those became Hood Stars, Wave Gang, YGs. So the culture was here. A lot of these dudes want to be rappers, but nobody was touching their music. You know what I'm saying? Nobody was really trying to grab onto them. And then you had a guy named Academics who's beginning to pay attention to some other bloggers, not just him. like Adam 22 and the rest of them, that's snatching on to this younger generation of hip hop. And look where we at now. So the lifestyle been in New York. We can't say that Hoover has an influence over these young niggas because actually Hoover had an influence over niggas that's like my age, 48. You know what I'm saying? Because the folks been in New York. If you was outside, y'all remember the ABG folk wars. So that 6 been here. That 6 Point Star been here. Hell yeah, God is great, exactly, bro. I'm just being mindful that we have to pay attention to what's going on around us and just don't allow nobody to tell you like this shit just came out of nowhere. We just didn't pay no attention. Because we just thought these young niggas is crazy. They ain't trying to get no money. All they want to do is shoot at each other all day. That's what we always say, right? These young niggas is crazy. They shot the corner for what? It wasn't over a flag. It was over internet shit. Words. Jump somebody in the party. It's just that after a while, a lot of them began to join the gangs that the older brothers or uncles was, or their fathers. So that's how you see somebody who became folk because their uncle was folk, or you see how somebody became Crip because their older brother was Crip. So you just keep that in mind, man. You know, us as adults, you know what I'm saying? We have to be very mindful of what's going on out there. You know what I'm saying? What's going on around us. And sometimes we it's just about just having this common knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm doing more content that's a little more different and diverse. Something to make us think. You know what I'm saying? And just think about this, right? The new mayor really can't put a stop to this bail reform thing because it was laws passed by the state of New York, the assembly, and everything from the mayor up. So the mayor will have to vote and all this other stuff on this stuff. So these are one of the things, you know, bail reform is needed because you got some people that don't deserve to be in jail, but their family can't afford to get them out. Not some people deserve to go to jail. Then you got some people like, look, Steven Hernandez, 18 years old, already had 3 busts on his record and was out on probation when he allegedly gunned down 21-year-old college student Seiko Como in October. Bronx Judge Dennis Boyle freed Mendez on 5 years probation in May after he pleaded guilty to a violent armed robbery in 2020. The Post previously reported the troubled teen, whose rap sheet includes a bust for allegedly pulling a gun on his own mother, could have been kept behind bars for up to 4 years for the robbery case. So basically, they let him out, and then he went and did the unthinkable, which he went and killed somebody. So who do we blame? Do we blame the system? Do we blame his mother? Well, you see, his mother had no control over him because he pulled a gun out on her. He's just a prime example of some people need psychiatric help before they get bailed out. A lot of people, they do have mental health issues, and they put you back out here in these streets, and they only remember that you're crazy once you go to jail. That's when they go, oh, let's give him a psych. You know what I'm saying? He has psychological problems. Instead, the reputed gunman, the reputed gang member, then 17, was free to allegedly fatally shoot Como in Fordham Heights after police said he mistook the victim for a rival gang member. So Como died because he thought he was a part of a gang that he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? You know, the list goes on, man. There's another one. Reputed teen gang member Alberto Ramirez caught a break with Judge Dennis Boyle again. Dennis Boyle. He let him go. Free him Boyle. I guess I'm not even hating on Boyle, but listen, free him Boyle. Lowered his bail on a gun case. Alberto Ramirez. GMAP was popular. They used it allegedly to kill a father of 2. Ramirez, 17, was freed on March 2nd after Boyle, the same jurist in the Mendes case, reduced his bail from $75,000 to $10,000 over the objections of Bronx prosecutors. How many bites of an apple does someone get before someone get killed? Police said on May 16th, he freed him on March 2nd. Police said on May 16th, Ramirez fired randomly into a crowd on the rival gang turf when one bullet struck and killed 34-year-old Eric Velasquez, a bystander. How many bites of an apple does someone get before someone gets killed? One law enforcement source said the Post at the time. The teen was arrested June 17th and is now being held without bail on murder, manslaughter, and weapon charges in the case. Now, what does all this have to do with the show? It's a lot of these kids have mental health issues, and a lot of times we don't know what goes on in somebody's brain or their household. These are kids, 17, 18, 19. So violent. You go, why is he so violent? You don't know what goes on in the household. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what goes on in this free time. What I'm going to say is we have to pay more attention to what's going on with our kids. Our grandkids. Most of us grandfathers. Because let's stop looking for the traditional signs is what I'm trying to get at. Because this is how a culture grew on us. And then now this culture is lucrative. These young boys, the Jungle Junkies case, they made a rap video where they actually rapped about their crimes in the case. Like most of these young boys. But then you have bloggers, because you just can't throw it on one person. You got bloggers and media outlets that push their sound. Nothing wrong with that. Hip hop is just hip hop. But what I'm gonna say is understand where it derived from in certain neighborhoods. That shit just ain't coming because Chief Keef. But that culture was here already. That GD culture was here already. If they say that the Wu and Chu inspired the Brooklyn drill, that shit been here. You know what I'm saying? That shit been here. That's what you're saying, it been here. Between Brooklyn and Queens, like Hollis, Queens, Queens Village, all that shit, that's that culture over there, man. Just like the Millie Rock. The Millie Rock been here. That was some Bed-Stuy shit, right? The Millie Rock, right? But then Chuck Millie made it famous. He took it worldwide. But that was a dance I heard that was already in the style already. Niggas are doing already in the style. So, with that being said, shout out to Southern Belle, man. You know, I like to, because you know it's just educational, because that paying attention is for free, man. Paying attention is for free. And as long as you pay attention, it might keep you alive or your kids alive. Somebody, you know, I like the fact that wifey asked me a question. She goes, you know so much about New York City, like and it's crazy because you conversate, and I see how some people, I watch the comments. Then you got some people that's in New York City that don't have as much information as you have on shit that's going on in New York City. And I said because I learned to pay attention. Paying attention is for free. There's no way that I'm gonna be in New York City and some shit happened on my block, and the only way I'm gonna find out what happened on my block is I am from New York, brother, but I'm in St. Louis right now. But the only way I'm gonna find out what happened on my block is online. You understand what I'm saying? There's no way that I'm gonna be in Brownsville, Brooklyn, and not pay attention to what's going on around me. You know what I'm saying? Or East New York, or Syracuse, New York. There's just no way that I'm gonna go anywhere and not pay attention to what's going on around me. Because when you know what I'm saying? whatever how you say it. A lot of dudes don't do that. They're learning information online about things going on in the community. You know what I'm saying? That's insane. That's insane. That's just insane. You know what I'm saying? If you're from New York, you ask about NY is known as being a dangerous place. A lot of money, but a lot of violent dudes came off of NY. So when white people goes, yo, man, I'm from NY. Nah, I ain't gonna lie to you. When I went to jail in the 90s, when you was from NY, you was considered an official dude. So I don't know what NY did in the penitentiary, but when you was just known for being an NY, nah, son from NY, they wasn't like, even though NY goes from, it's a long road. NY goes from, like, I think, Brighton Beach or Sheepshead Bay all the way down to, you know what I'm saying? But they know the style. Yeah. Some from the style in NY. I don't know, but Sheepshead Bay, some part of Brooklyn it starts in, because NY is a long stretch. So you can say, yo, I'm from NY, and be from, you know what I'm saying? A whole nother zip code, you know what I'm saying? So, like any other place, Lexington Avenue, it's a long stretch. It depends on what part of 10029 you live in. Debbie, salute, Brooklyn bad boy, salute, happy birthday. You know what I mean? I mean, happy holidays, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, to you and yours, you know what I'm saying? They say it's shaky. New York Post says it's shaky business, shaky dog. NY different. So when you mention you're from NY, like I'm from Lex Ave, where? You know what I'm saying? You gotta go where? You have to figure out where. Because if you don't know where, then, so like I said, so what Mano and Snow Bully going through, that's some Brooklyn shit. But paying attention, you just know a little bit of something. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's what they call it NA Rock, not Notion Avenue. See exactly what you just said right there, Brooklyn bad boy. She said it exactly. When the niggas say NA Rock, they know that's the style. But Notion Avenue goes a long way. You know what I'm saying? So you see them niggas going through what they going through, they know something because the style's only but so fucking, it's big, but it's only but so big. You know what I'm saying? Bingo, you know exactly when you mention certain parts of Notion, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, that young culture. So it's just like that, the moral of the story is paying attention. Paying attention. A lot of you niggas ain't paying attention. A lot of dudes, we all do it. We pass it by. And like I said, you could be somewhere. And that's why I had to do this video, because I read that, I'm like, damn, son. And I had to get your mind tripping, like, definitely where you're from. Like, yo, I can remember them young boys losing their mind where I was at. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. So when they saying that Chicago music got these young boys bugging, that's a false narrative. Because I remember as far as 05, 06, the young boys was losing their mind. And these wasn't traditional blood and crip wars. These young niggas arguing on MySpace. Taking a beef to Twitter. Remember Twitter? When Twitter first popped? Really first popped? Because Facebook was here, it just didn't. Facebook wasn't where it's at now. Because MySpace was like number one. So, it's just like, you're going into a culture of paying attention. Because paying attention is for free. If you don't pay attention, you'll be in trouble. Paying attention is for free. Chill. Yeah. Mikey Blow Dies here tomorrow. We're going to do that then. Paying attention is for free, man. It costs nothing to pay attention. Man. and understand what goes on in your communities. So somebody goes, see, how you know so? Because I'm a traveling man. When you seek the American dollar, you make moves. I've never been local. I'm a traveler. You know what I'm saying? At one point, allegedly, I was ringing up. Allegedly, I was doing some pickups out of Brownsville. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly, I was doing pickups, allegedly, out of the style. So I know a little something. Because I've been around, and when you deal with business and economics, that's how the dean goes, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I know, because I'm paying attention to where the fuck I'm going. Yo, what's going on out here? Yo, son, I say no more, son. You on point. Yo, these young boys going at it. I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Yo, for the building, boom, these young boys. You know what I'm saying? These young boys going at it. Young boys. Now, you know what, Ted Kennedy. I'm gonna say this to you, right? You are up early in the morning, jumping in my life, and you want to call my phone and have a conversation. This is what I mean about mental health issues. Why you want to talk to me for, bro? Put my number up there, though. Call my phone. Since you want my attention, call my phone. Put my number, wifey, put my number in this chat. 929-275-8395. I want to know why you want to talk to me so bad. I don't know you, so I need to know, what are you going to tell me that's going to help my pockets? Come on, Ted. Put my number in this chat, because you ain't got to be in my live talking crazy. Get on my phone line. 929-275-8395. Give me a call. Call me. Throw all the chat and yo, give me a call, dogs. Because you've been trying to get my attention for the last 20 minutes. Yo, see, this, that, and yo, boom, boom, boom. Give me a call. Niggas, you know what I'm saying? Let's talk about this one. Tell me how what you're going to tell me is going to benefit Zeke Black. Or anybody that's in my chat. Other than, suck my dick. SMD. What are you going to tell me that's going to benefit me or people in my chat? Because we're all in our 40s, most of us. So please, Ted, call. You want to be in the fucking chat? You said you want to call in, right? Call, dogs. It's crazy, man. You a disgrace to your wife. You know your wife looks like you crazy. Like, you really doing this now, Daddy? Yeah, I got you. Call. Let's talk about this. Please, I'm ready. I'm gonna go. Let's do this. Bendito. Let's fucking do it. Tell me what you're gonna tell me that's gonna benefit me or people in this damn chat right now. I don't hear nothing goofy. The ad is suck my dick, yo, Zeke, just a bunch of fantasies in your brain. What you think I am or who you thought I was. Fuck. Niggas get shot every day, nigga. You know what I mean? That's crazy. Now, I'm not saying that's crazy. He just said, yo, Zeke, I want to call your phone. Call it. Nobody gives a fuck about what your niggas think. Yeah, dude, you know what I'm saying? Bad boy, what's wrong with it, man? Yeah, son. These niggas is crazy, man. Bendito. But I'm going to tell you one thing about real niggas in real nigga time, man. You know? Yeah, man, you called, Ted. You want my fucking attention, you got it. You talking about some real nigga shit here. You niggas be doing too much, man. Yo, do. This is what I mean. I can expect nothing less from you, from your kids, but this is what you're doing. Because this is the older crowd here. 40 and better. I could tell you my metrics. So if you're a grown man, this is what you're doing. I won't be surprised if your son is all in the streets young and dumb. Not just because it's just common sense, bro. Yeah, son. It just makes sense. Some shit just makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Yes, because you want to play. Like, what's wrong with you, man? Back to the ladder. So I mean, paying attention is free. If you ever went anywhere and didn't pay attention, that's why a lot of you niggas get robbed. Y'all get beat. Y'all get jerked. At some point, you can't blame gang. You gotta blame yourself. Back at the ranch, you gotta blame yourself. That's like me going to 143rd and Broadway saying I'm about to break off a corner. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get beat. Somebody's gonna slay me. Yo, what? What? You stupid nigga. But that's what niggas is doing now. Yo, I know where to go. Let's go to Broadway. Bobby out there minding his own business. Yo, Bobby! I need to get 5 ounces. Like, let's keep on North Carolina. Yeah? Give me the money first. I give it to you for the low. $10 a gram. Bobby hit the corner, hopping in the cab. He's standing there looking stupid. You niggas ain't paying attention, man. For Young Forever was popping. Paying attention is for free. Paying attention is for free. Hell yeah. Yo, Bobby. Oh, I got one. They like you silly niggas that don't pay attention. Like, yo, I've been looking around for shit all day. What you spending, Bobby? Yo, I want to get like 2 pounds. What? How much? Yeah, I got you. They play the phone up. Them Dominican niggas is slick. You gotta give me the money first, though. You know what I'm saying? Hop in the cab. He called the Uber. He just called the Uber on me. Yeah. Yo, Bobby, I'll be right back. You standing there all month looking stupid. With that stupid look on your face. Tell you gotta pay attention, man. You know what I'm saying? And when you're paying attention, then you understand more what's going on around you. This judge, who's trying to be a liberal judge, we get it. He's letting people out of jail and they're going out and smoking niggas. He got 2 bodies on his hands, you know what I'm saying? Because he passed the law, he's just following the rules. Yeah, you always get a dummy. There's always, they don't even paying attention. And sometimes, I remember one time, my man's caught we caught the Caucasians allegedly. Nigga came in the building looking for that saw. He said, yo, this is the new saw. The nigga, we had niggas paying $80 for a dime. You know what I'm saying? Yo, listen, man, here. He goes, but it's rock hard. Don't worry about that shit. That's that flame, nigga. That's a Joey Buttafuoco. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, that beat look like this. I just can't believe they got me. Because niggas don't be paying attention. We knew we was getting beat when Bobby was talking about, I give it to you. Hell yeah. Because we're already trained to think Spanish nigga with jerry curls, with purple shoes is the connect. We've been trained that way. So they dress that part. They wear the loafers with no socks, with some pink pants, purple shirt, jerry curl. Yo, Bobby got it. Yo, Bobby, listen, man. I'm looking for, wait in the restaurant. They good for it. Oh, that restaurant shit is dangerous. But give me the money first. Tell what they do. They walk outside, taxi. Do I think it's gonna get worse before it gets better? I think it's at its worst. We just gotta be more attention. We gotta pay more attention to what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Classic Drummers in the building, 158. I think we're not paying attention to what's going on around us to the point where we're trying to, you know, it's not gang, it's a culture these young boys created. It's not a gang, but it's a culture. It's the culture of them young niggas, Mikey. I mean Smitty. That we just thought these young boys was crazy. Because all they did was dance all day, remember? Dance all day, and they didn't want to hustle, but they'll catch a scrape. they started playing with those fucking Once them young boys went the card game, it was a wrap. Because the people that's blessed these niggas with the cards are these tight jean niggas. They ain't never slapped nothing. Remember, the niggas, the card game, the dudes these that's feeding these young niggas, taking these niggas out shopping, getting their little jostling them with their cards. These are the niggas that we laughed at. The CEO Chris's. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, this nigga ain't nobody. What happened? Boom. Put them on the cards. So now these young boys, there's 10 of them. It's a dirty game, man. These are these young boys. The only time they gang is when they go to jail. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I gotta take an oath. Because they know that shit don't mean nothing in jail. W students of art, exactly. They know, and I paid attention. I said, because these jungle junkie niggas, they wasn't, but these niggas was into, not them, but you know, them Brooklyn, them young boys was, so now you got a little nigga with a fucking pair of Gucci shoes on with the garments, and these niggas on, they not trying to hear nothing. They done bought 8 big guns. They ready to go. This is the generation of niggas that's outside. The young boys. They got their own dance, their own swag. See, that's one thing. I said, that's what it is. It's the New York culture of these young niggas, just like New York City, like Albany had their culture. The jungle junkies and the OGK niggas had their own diddy bop, had their own dance. We think these niggas is crazy. What the fuck is he? He walking like this. We thinking, what's wrong with this little nigga? That was their swag. They called it the Uptown swag, bro. I understand this shit. They created a culture. The only thing with their culture is a lot of their beefs is because a lot of dead homies. Remember, they got more dead homies than we do at a young age. So a lot of their issues is the man who died when they was in high school. Or the man who died when he was in junior high school. Remember, these young boys is dying young. Think about the girl. Think about that. Even in that hood store wave game, wasn't there some gay kid from the Bronx? He went to go see his girl, and his girl brother was part of the rival gang, and some little niggas ran down on him and allegedly smoked his ass. He had nothing to do with nothing. His only part to the situation was he was a Bronx nigga going to see his girl in Brownsville. Niggas ran down and these young boys got their own lingo, so they went up on you like you answered the wrong question, they smoking you. So now it goes back into what I just seen with the young boy. You watch the video, because I watched me chasing the video of the young rapper. I don't think he baited son. I just think that he was talking crazy. And son probably, you be talking shit, but you talking shit, and then you in that neighborhood. So these young niggas be getting a drop, bro. These young niggas is slimy. You know what I'm saying? Slimy. I'm not saying slimy. These little niggas is. Remember, this little nigga in Brownsville, I forgot his name. Rest in peace to him. Niggas seen him cutting through the projects. This is how crazy this was. We're going to war with you, but we got the same enemy. Niggas seen son cutting through. They called niggas in the next projects allegedly. Yo, son, that's when niggas had the church. Yo, what up? Yo, such and such cutting through. Good looking. As soon as son, he started dipping through. Them niggas ran down on him, and you know what I'm saying? Allegedly, you know what I'm saying? These young niggas is good for this shit. That could have been anything. Yo, son, guess who's coming down the block, son? Such and such. What? Remember, their beefs be online shit, but real shit didn't happen in a matter of online shit. A nigga might have got shot, murdered, you know what I'm saying? Jumped, stabbed. So now you coming through, but you forced to come through because the person you with. You know what I'm saying? It happened to all of us sometimes. Yo, my cousin live on this block number. Yeah, son. It's this internet shit, bro. That's what, because I seen the video, and that was me many a times. Walking in op territory. You know what I'm saying? Damn, I gotta come over here. He probably was forced to walk past that spot because the person he was with. He didn't want to take side blocks. How many times we could have took the back block? Fuck that, I'm tough. I'm not scared of these niggas. And we still take a chance to walk on that Ave knowing we're going to bump heads with our ops. Because let me tell you something. If I thought that he knew that his op was in that motherfucking spot, he'd have ran up in there and started shooting. He was on point, but they was on point. Yo, guess who come on the block? What? Because that might be something that he does. A routine that he does. Or he has. What about how I said the word? Am I right? Might be a routine that the man has. Where he might walk his sister or his friend or a chick we don't know. Or that's something that he does when he goes past that shop. Definitely salute the 4-0 fame. Salute the 4-0 fame, man. Thank you for sharing this live, man. Tell you, paying attention, yo, sometimes you gotta take the scenic route. It's a route that niggas knew he had to walk by. Now, in his lives, when he be talking, we don't know who the fuck he was talking to. Only he know. And his little crew know. But one thing for sure is that he had to walk past niggas. I tell you, man. We see, you know what I'm saying? Because it looked like, you know why? Because it looked like he was uncomfortable with the walk. He looked, oh shit. But he had that thing on him. It looked like someone was about to run down on him. Definitely salute to 050 trying to bring the movement. It looked like son was about to run down on him. So that wasn't no, yo, there he go, and y'all bump heads by accident. Son came out the joint running up on the nigga. He got mad nigga smoke, son. So now he went, oh shit. Because he's probably not walking around with a gun because of son. He running around because he's K-Flock. You know what I'm saying? That's why he got a gun for, allegedly. If that was K-Flock, why wouldn't he walk around with a gun if he's a young nigga running around New York crazy? Or remember, these niggas have all the beef in the world because of on like CC, the CC show. We all love CC, right? How many niggas in punch got jumped and shot at and stabbed because of CC? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Watching his shit is a pure niggas is putting niggas on blast. Ah, bitch nigga, this is where I'm at. Yo, hold up. Them little, you know what I'm saying? He caters to that culture. And that's why he didn't walk exactly. That's why he kept that thing on him. So somebody run up on me, I'm blaming one of these niggas. What happened? Duke was running up on him, you know what I'm saying? Exactly, bro. We just saying paying attention. Like I said, I don't know if Duke called Duke. They say it was a phone call. Nah, from the when he was walking by, he looked in, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? That happens. I had beat with a nigga named Derek and Monty. I could have took Lex Ave to the liquor store, but me wanting to be tough, I always had to take Third Ave. I'm not hiding from these niggas, but luckily all we had was a fighting. We had fighting shit, you know what I'm saying? They grew up to be a different type of animal, you know what I'm saying? But you got some niggas that died because they didn't want to go across the street or around the corner. This is real shit, man. This is real shit. So this is what I'm gonna say to the next young nigga, individual that want to come up, that want to be a strong and keep it real, man. Take the side blocks, my nigga. There's nothing wrong with taking the side block. Don't get so caught in this internet lifestyle shit that you believe that you gotta go live on blocks you got ops. Either you're gonna get killed or you know what I'm saying? You ain't got nobody to prove. A lot of your niggas be online shit. They'll go live, suck my dick, tell someone to suck my dick, and yo, SMD, and all that stupid nigga shit. Nigga catch you lacking. And the nigga catch you lacking, remember, we ain't go far in the hood when we got money. Whenever we got money on our blocks, you stood on our block, moved around. No matter where we was planted. These young niggas be everywhere, bro. You know what I'm saying? These young niggas be everywhere. One thing about these young niggas is they be in full communication with each other when it comes to the, yo, guess what I just seen? Word, he just left the building. You know what I'm saying? You walking around tripped up because it's not really your beef. It's your man beef, possibly. But you said some slick shit online, so now niggas is like, when I catch you, it is what it is. And a lot of these beefs be before they get to the bag. No matter if it's rapping, swiping, robbing. Yeah, son, you gotta move smart out here, bro. You gotta humble yourself, man. You gotta push yourself to the situation of, we can't say, because the livelihood influence been in New York. Definitely, if you're from Brooklyn, well, in my hood, there's no GDs in East Harlem where I'm from that I know about. But in Brooklyn, there's a whole bunch of that shit going on. That's been going on. Don't think, they have their own gangs you don't know about. You got a gang called the Outlaws. That's some shit in the 50s. Like that's some Flatbush. My man lived over there. He was telling me about the outlaw niggas. Those niggas was smoking shit and all type of shit. So you have to be smart out here, man. If you're not smart out here, it's gonna be rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? These bloggers, and I understand what the bloggers do. They out here to get money, and that's what you're gonna get. But like I said, man, understand that these young boys play by different rules. Smooth. I like that chirp era is what played a part to a lot of this shit that's popping off in these streets right now. I mean, niggas are getting hit because of the chirp. Yo, such and such cutting through. Such and such. I just seen the nigga on Rockaway. I'm telling you. Yeah, son. And a lot of these beef be because they go live. Or they disrespect somebody's dead homie. Or not you, but your man disrespect you. I remember I was doing a moving job one time, right? I had this young boy working with me. Shout out to the young boy, man. And he brought me back to him and he was like, yo, I can't go over there. Why? I can't get out the truck. So I'm like, what you get out the truck for? Nah, my people's just beefing with niggas. He's from like 170 in the concourse, 169. We was like in Dykeman, on them side blocks in Dykeman. He's like, nah, I can't get out the car. I'm like, why? Nah, son, because me and my man just beefing with niggas. My niggas, no. That was by Dykeman Projects. One of his friends got killed in Dykeman. He was warm with some niggas in Dykeman. Whoa. He's like, I can't come out the truck, Zeke, because I respected it. He was like, nah, son. Like, he was like, I think it was YG or one of them OYG. He was, whatever gang he claimed had beef with niggas in them projects, the young niggas in that projects. But the nigga died. He said, yo, niggas killed my man. And you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, son. That shit right there was like, damn. Then I had this other kid, he was a Crip off of, good dude though, man. He lived on the block where the federal, where that Fed block is at, right off of Fordham, where they got the federal halfway house. He lived like the block before there. We moving somebody in Foster, bro. In Foster Projects on 12th Street. That nigga was like, it was I can't get out the truck. Why? My homies, my Crip said is banging with niggas in these projects. I'm like, I paid him though. I paid him. It had nothing to do with paying him. And I had to realize, I said, yo, why be a part of something if you can't move around, nigga? He said, the beef ain't really my beef. It's my man. My man did some dumb shit down here. And yeah, we're going to war with them niggas. Them niggas know my face because of online. argue with niggas, fuck you, live, suck one, suck this, your mother this. So now you enforce that 1 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I said, put the hoodie over your head, my nigga. And he wasn't soft for that. He knew not to get out the truck. That's a fact, my nigga. That nigga was like this. He was like, I'm like, what happened? Nah, we was on 12, Mr. White Bills. We was on 12th Street. We was on 12th. He said some shit happened with his little Crip niggas in them projects, and it's been on since then. That nigga was like this, son, young boy. I was like, damn. I said, yo, son, how you be a part of something that you can't move around, my man? That's crazy. Then you listen to the beef. Yo, my man, we went live. We was talking shit. Da-da-da. So them niggas said when they see me, they gonna smoke me. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, it was fucking smart. But you know how that shit go. You come on, you moving in, niggas looking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, son, but I learned a lot from these young boys. These young boys be having real beef over internet shit. Like how you live on 170 in the concourse and you got beef with niggas indictment. You know what I'm saying? Hell, he was out of bounds, man. That nigga was way out of bounds. Like, and that's why I feel so good for is that I'm not into that type. Like if it feels good to go, I go in with the fuck way I want to go because I have no boundaries. Salutations, hell yeah. But check it. The weird part was the person, because they went and got him. Hell, I give him credit. He knew where the fuck he was going. But he wanted some money so bad, he took his chances. So he parked the truck. He was like, yo, Zeke, I ain't gonna lie to you, Zeke. I can't get out the truck. I'm like, why? Yo, the Crips that I claim is bringing this. I'm like, how? You on 170, nigga? In the Bronx. Like, you're telling me these young niggas enforcers going all the way up there, nah, some shit that happened down here, and nigga got shot, and this nigga got jumped and stabbed, and I was online talking shit, and they catch me, what they gonna do to me? So I'm like, oh, Bendito, oh God. I started getting nervous myself. I had to call a couple of niggas in Taft. Yo, shit might get crazy. Niggas like, see, relax, nigga. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Niggas is not outside. But he didn't get out the truck. I paid him though. I said, just watch the truck. You know what I'm saying? Put a hoodie on your head. You know what I'm saying? But that was another experience. Another experience. And these young boys, they was getting gang members are getting some real money. That's a fact. Mr. White Bills is right. Yo, Zeke, not many from my ever went out the hood unless it was gang members unless you was exactly. You was getting money. Niggas stood in that zip code. So whenever you got in trouble was when you left the block, but we don't know. That's why you always ask nigga. When like say this, if I go to Mr. White, yo, Mr. White Bills is popping. You're coming with me to Parkchester. He's gonna ask me, wow, what's up, man? Nah, I know some chicks out there, my girl out there. I just want to get to come through. Come on. You out there beefing with niggas over there? Nah, we good money. Okay, let me know before I get there. Don't have me walking to 5 niggas in the lobby and 2 guns and a knife. You know what I'm saying? You niggas just go anywhere with anybody. You don't even ask niggas. That's why a lot of you niggas got beef. Y'all just go, oh, we gang. But the new thing is when you go live, and you be in the live talking mad shit. So you nigga be talking mad shit to a nigga. He know he ain't gonna see again. But you like to travel. You know what I'm saying? Exactly, bro. Cause I wasn't in the mix. If I got around a mixy nigga, I got away from him. You in too much shit. I can't fuck with you. So I don't give a fuck how much money you getting, bro. I can't stand it because they're gonna put me with you. You know what I'm saying? When you wait around, because I'm outside, they gonna come up on me. I ain't got time for that shit. Niggas jump out of cars and yo, see where your man at. And then I start talking a little crazy. Nigga punch me all in the face, trip me up. I be mad at the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So I look, what? Nah, son, you alright, man. Yo, see me going over here today. Nah, I'm good, my nigga. I'm chilling, my nigga. And that's just the blessings, man. But these young niggas who only go as far as a 4-block radius, if that. Because this internet shit. In over 10 years, these dead bodies and these shootings. Too much animosity. How about the innocent bystanders that was gangsters in the street? They get hit. They kids want to go to war with the same little niggas, man. Oh, you be staying way in our lane, man. That's how we win. Hell, you get your back kicked. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. That's how I look at barber weed niggas, man. See, the thing with gang culture, when it comes to my generation, is if you don't know, nigga, you just don't know. Nigga just went in his mouth. That's the lucky thing with this gang culture. You have to physically know a nigga to talk crazy about it. All that other shit of what somebody else said, that shit, it doesn't matter. It's just niggas online just talking. And the weird part about it is, I'm happy somebody just said that. Right? What I just broke down about a culture of young niggas, boom, I never seen nobody break that down. That drill culture been in New York. So a lot of you old niggas that I hear speaking about certain shit about New York, it be all balanced, but I'm not here to cheat check you and fix it. Larry Hoover influence been in New York, bro. It's just that some of y'all may not have been to Brownsville or certain parts of Queens. Y'all don't know. If you Google it, Gangsta Disciples, Brooklyn, New York, they tell you they had a full-fledged war. Crips been in New York. Full-fledged wars. But you would have to be outside and travel, be a traveler to understand this. So the culture been here. We can't say it because of Larry Hoover. We can't say that because I've been here. What we can say is that these young niggas created culture. You know for no fame, you from the East. Them young niggas, remember, the flex shit was popping. Remember the flex and all that shit? I said, what's that nigga name, man? I met him too, Corey, man, this Jamaican guy, you know what I'm saying? He's the dancer, Corey something. They was doing all that flex shit and all that shit. Then these young boys, they made their own dances, bro. Hell yeah, facts. So they been here. That culture been here. They caught fed charges and everything. So we can't say, because of the Wu and Chu, because the Wu and Chu is just young niggas that their brothers was folk or Crips, or even rock stars or wave gang. It's just that territories began to split up. Like Canarsie, certain parts of Canarsie probably switched up, where the private houses at one point in time was Crips and some of the projects was Bloods, and it depends on where you was at. Like Bayview, my man caught a case when there was a bunch of Crips, the homies, I don't know, there was a bunch of them out there, you know what I'm saying? My man Swag, he caught a case over there, you know what I'm saying? I'm not from Brooklyn, but I'm just giving you like certain areas, you know what I'm saying? I know when I was going to Marcus Garvey, there was a bunch of Crips and folks there, you know what I'm saying? I remember that shit. But them young boys was coming up, having their own little gangs, and their influences was their uncles. Just paying attention to the culture, right? Niggas say, I'm New York, I know this, that, and the third. That Roro life shit is a mixture of Marcus Garvey, Van Dyke, Tilden, projects. Yes, that flex movement. Yes. If you're so New York, that Roro life shit is a mixture of Van Dyke, Brownsville houses, Marcus Garvey Village. It's a collective of Brownsville that came together, a generation, an older generation. You got some ABGs, you got some Crips, you got some GDs, OG niggas. They doing positive shit though. Yeah. If you was outside, there was a barber shop that was right there on Livonia, right under the train tracks, where people from Garvey, Tilden would get their haircuts and Flatbush. A collective of older niggas from Brownsville that came together to get some money together. Doing parties. They was running around with Medicis and all that. at one point in time. If you know, you know. Yeah. Exactly, bro. So you again, when you speak about the culture, you got homies that's part of that role life. You got Crips, GDs, but these are the older niggas that been through it and went through it already. Only classic New York niggas, the ABG niggas. Remember, ABG was just like what you would call the Woon Chew. Yep. When they shot that movie Brooklyn Finest, they shot it in that area, bro. They had the Crip nigga in there, Ziggy Zai. You had him in the movie. But when they shot that movie, they shot all through there, bro. Now mind you, yep, Crime Family, the ABG niggas. I got a show with Kato called in, Killer Kato called in from Van Dyke. Yeah, he was in the movie like this. They had him in the movie. It was a different, exactly. I never say that. It's not, don't say freezing his eye, man. The shit I heard he did was crazy though, but you know, it is what it is, man. As I told you, some dudes respond to situations. I remember, what's this little nigga name, man? We had a bunch of Crips in Cyprus. One part of Cyprus. I forgot son. His name, this little nigga name was ringing bells. Like around 08, 09. This little nigga name was ringing bells. Crip nigga. Yeah, he was inside. He was in some part of Cypress Projects. This little nigga's name was ringing bells. You know what I'm saying? I forgot his name, but see, you still had the traditionals. Then you had, like I said, these young boys. You know what I'm saying? And that's why when the police would put out their worst gangs, it'd be the traditional gangs and all the other shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just that when you meet them, you meet somebody and they might be like, oh shit, I'm Black Lion. He might have been Crip. Yo, he's Muslim. Yo, he might have been Paru or something. You know what I'm saying? Not just singing out no game, just being out. I'm just telling you the temperature. You got some niggas that still low lives. You know what I'm saying? That run around Brownsville. Or East New York section. You know what I'm saying? Or even Flatbush section. See, because when y'all hear about low lives, y'all see that a lot of people just say one area. Oh, it's in the Brownsville, Crown Heights. That shit was a couple of locations, man. That shit was a real movement. So keep this in mind, these young niggas created a movement. And with hip hop, they're able to really talk about the shit that they do. Now we also know that a lot of these beefs is online, respectable, you know what I'm saying? So now, when you look in your grandkids' book bag, don't look for the traditional B and C's. Look for all that other shit they be writing out. What the fuck does that mean? Now, this is what I'm getting to. Because since we don't see somebody with a red flag, nah, he ain't gang. Those niggas got a full-fledged gang upstairs in the building. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're not gang because you're looking for the traditional black flag, gray flag, yellow flag. You see a nigga walk around with a purse all day with some tight jeans. Oh, 9-5. It wasn't too many. Wasn't too many. Well, Chi was up there. Damn. But there might have been a whole bunch. But a lot of them was in the pound, you know what I'm saying? A lot of them was in jail, so you know, on the streets it was a little more different, you know what I'm saying? But there was a growing movement of the homie situation. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's just everything transitioned and changed. Now, in the midst of us of the jail culture, you know what I'm saying? But in the midst of the jail culture, we had that's what because he's in the street. You're gonna go, oh, Zeke Magoo and 30 other names. You get shot to Polo, to Billy, Magoo to Billy. Just the ones that we knew in our face. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That's versus that we see running around the inner ghettos of New York City. Now, this culture crept up on us, man. It really did. It really crept up on us, man. We still talking about the young boys popping, doing lean. How about when he was fucking with those oxys, those young boys? Yeah, definitely. Good dude. You know what I'm saying? He helped pave the way in the street for 9 Trey. Him, Pow Wow, and a bunch of other good names. You know what I'm saying? He probably did, though, because you know Pete from that side. You know what I'm saying? Free Pete. You know what I'm saying? Like, when we speak upon the culture, man, these young boys created a culture that deals with violence through clout now. See, the clout don't mean nothing, but it's true. The bloggers and academics became like a sword, but not just him. World Star. We can't forget about World Star. We can't forget about Adam 22. We can't forget about Smash. On, you know what I'm saying? The major bloggers, not just us. They crept up on us, man. They crept up on us. You know what I'm saying? They crept up on us, man. Now me, again, y'all have, I'm saying Zeke Black. The first time I thought I heard drill music was that white guy, that Slim something. Then he got slapped. But like I said, I remember Gravy had a bunch of dudes with, they said, prop guns in the video, and a lot of us thought that was crazy because Gravy wasn't rapping like a South cat. He was trying to rap. He was coming across like the new Biggie Smalls. Yes. Remember, Mikey Blow Dollars? These young boys, OGs, ain't the traditional OGs. Remember, these young boys follow the scammers, the niggas that got money. They respect niggas with money. These old niggas just Slim Jesus. That's the first time I ever heard trap music. I mean, that type of music, that type of sound. He was doing all this crazy shit in the video. Yeah, yes. Yo, Dice, I had to remember this shit, cause remember, it was the oxys. The oxys was crazy. It was an epidemic. A lot of them young boys was fucking with those oxys, the downers. The sour diesel shit was just in the play. It was in the streets, but it was just when I got locked up, when I was up north, that sour shit took off. You know what I'm saying? It was hit. I'm not gonna say it wasn't hit, but it took off. Hell yeah, man. Some real shit, man. Like me sitting here thinking about it, analyze. It's not that. That's what they putting out there, but it's not because of jail. Bail reform is just the title because something I read in the newspaper how they try to say the bail that they're letting a bunch of dudes out of jail that's committing more crimes. But that's anything. You know what I'm saying? We can't. I don't think it should be ended because that doesn't apply to everybody. Think about this, man. These young boys, OGs, it's the scammers, bro. The average scammer. Now you good, Vince. Now you good, bro. You good. You good out there. You good. Your opinion's respected. Your facts is respected, bro. Salute. You know what I'm saying? And this is the power. The powers that be, man. When we dealing with the power, a lot of these OG niggas that these young boys follow, they're not they're not the traditional chill nigga either. These are dudes that that went to school, that linked up with certain dudes. I don't think it's past the point of no return. We just know where it started at now. So now we're able to fix this shit. We have to pay attention to the signs for the new generation. Like I said, stop looking for the traditional gang shit. Look at their phones, get the passwords. Yo, what the fuck is this? Sometimes you have to move out of a community for your kids to get out of a situation. But we know being negative is a learned behavior, but just moving the kids around. What means more to you? Your kids, your son becoming OYG, or your son becoming the future president of the United States of America? Even if you have to go broke to do this, to sacrifice Jordans, Uptown, but your kids is your future generation. I think a lot of times we don't take the necessary steps to step in, bro. We stopped checking, bro. We stopped checking. Because we didn't see the normal signs. Bandanas on the corner, tossing handshakes up. We began not to pay attention. Because remember, these young boys, they don't dress bummy. Oh, he got Jordans on, he getting money. Yo, he got the Balenciaga, whatever they call that, the Fendi and the Gucci. Nah, son smart. All in all, these are future killers, man. When they get mad, they want somebody dead. When we got mad at somebody, we just want to fuck them up. They want to kill. Because they're believing that they reached their highest heights because they got 30 pair of Gucci shoes. I'm rich already. I made it. So you have to get out their brain that they made it already. You dig what I'm saying? Let's get it out. You know what I'm saying? My favorite Puerto Ricans in the building. Tapia. We have to pay more attention, man. The diabetic shoe game is crazy, man. Yeah, because we missed. We dropped the ball in paying them attention. Yes, I think, a lot of these dudes are suicidal, but they won't do it to themselves, so they crash out, bro. Because remember, these dudes taking the downers, depressants, these pills, these dudes, remember, these dudes, they're having strong drug addictions at a very young age. So it ain't that the young boys ain't getting no money, because half of them are getting money. They're just not doing the traditional shit that we was doing to get money. So since it's not the same or similar, it's just like me sitting in a dorm and they got a book about building a house, or they have a book about Dutch, a hood book. I'm gonna push this book to the side to read Dutch 1, Dutch 2, Dutch 3 because I'm familiar with that. Let's give you an example. So now, if you don't sell crack, he ain't in the streets. These young niggas are scammers. That's why we see so much hard drug addiction, because all they do is they swipe a card and then they go get high. They rob each other. They do dumb shit. And now that there's more access to firearms in the street, it's crazy out here, man. gotta pay more attention to the next generation. You can't give up on this generation. Like a young boy told me the other day, he was like, yo, yeah, niggas say you should smoke angel dust and all that shit. Like, that's all part of the culture. And niggas like, damn, son. Not saying that, you know what I'm saying? These niggas getting money. All these young boys wearing Gucci belts, Louis belts. Like I said, half these young niggas got jobs. But since they don't do what we're used to doing, so maybe we have to wake up and pay more attention to the next generation. Stop looking for the hell yeah to find a brother. You have to know somebody get a gun back in the days. Yeah, how many did that 9 to 5s? Yo, you know what? This is one to think about, man. Because we don't see the traditional shit that they do. Nah, he ain't T9. Them little niggas is, nah, son. They got other means of making their income. Yep. Only clout. Vince Reed said it perfectly. This one situation, God forbid, is him, K-Flop. It might have been a situation where he was in the right. Now, do New York State have a self-defense law? No, but there's people I know that have beaten bodies because of self-defense, but they may have did 20 years for the gun. I know somebody that happened in Albany, New York. A guy was in the bar, a guy ran up on him, took a shot at him, he had a shootout, he killed dude. True story, B&B's, downtown Albany, New York. A bar called B&B's. Son beat the body, but blew child to the gun, possession of a weapon, because you can't be in the possession of a gun. And he got 15 years for that shit. Beat the body though. Because it was like self-defense. Like, yo, he was shooting at me, I shot him back. So if it's a situation where on camera where they actually show, yep, self-defense. But to get that, you gotta go all the way. And unless you have a hell of a lawyer that can fight through the motions at the grand juries, the motions, the Brady Hammons, and all the rest of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yes, salute to Pamsy, man, the pizza shop. You know what I'm saying? But he did some time in his lifetime. Shout out to the Carver Mob, man. OG Pamsy, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's one to think about, man. Mr. Biggs, it's some shit to think about, man. We gotta pay more attention to the grandkids now. We can still talk to the youth, but a lot of them are set in their ways. We just gotta show them a better path, give them a better conversation. Throw a bug in their ear about change. We can still get across to them, man. It's just that now we know how to start the conversation. I can't understand you now. You're not from the crack era, so I can't talk about you not getting no money because you found other ways to get money, scamming and robbing people, selling iPhones and swiping people on the trains and shit like that. You found other means to make you happy. Somewhat like the hustle, but now I understand. Now you're not young and dumb. You're smart. I just need to channel that energy to something better. Some people do need mental health. They got to see a doctor. Mental health issues. But I gotta get ready to go to work, man. These young niggas is smart, man. You know, they phones, yeah. Everything's about clout. Like I said, on this leaving this note, man. K-Flop. Yeah. K-Flop, it might have been a situation where he actually was trying to defend himself. You know what I'm saying? Yes. We don't know. Harlem in the building. But in K-Flock's situation, it might have been a situation where he was possibly about to defend himself. But he's done so much shit getting caught with these guns, punching nigga in the face, all this negative media, arguing online. That one moment that you defended yourself, everything else adds up. Okay, we get it this time, but how about the time you got caught with two guns, you punch him in the face, and you say kill him? Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, he might beat the body. That's him. He could beat the body. Because it looked like Duke was running up on him. New York State do not have self-defense law, but they have to prove that you intentionally tried to kill this guy in the second degree. Because that's like a manslaughter. Not even a manslaughter because Duke ran up on him. He didn't run up in there. Now, how he went up in there and start shooting all brazenly, you know what I'm saying? That could be a murder one or just emotional. I was emotional. Boom. It's just different counts to that. But they're going to charge him with the highest count. But when they go to the grand jury, they're going to start with a good lawyer. He's running up on him. He's a rapper. He don't know he was scared for his life. Yep, they do the body, do the self-defense. Make that happen. It takes a good lawyer. Yep. But he's going to do time for that gun. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? Because he's going to have to take something. The possession of a weapon. That he may not get away with. But the fucked up part, seeing me cautious. I'm a rapper. I got mad beef. Because everything else he can play into his hip-hop career. Oh, the beefing online is for record sales. You know what I'm saying? But this is the sad part about this is, let's pray the feds don't pick this up. Because the feds is a dirty game. Because the feds don't give a fuck. They'll give you a conspiracy to murder and it's a wrap. They don't give a fuck. Fuck it, you killed him. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah? You can beat it. Exactly. You just can't have the, you know what I'm saying? But who's gonna be able to, you know what I'm saying, have to fight a gun out of a nigga hand and kill him? He's still gonna catch that gun charge. You know what I'm saying? But since he has all this shit flying, it's fucked up that. But if he don't get nothing thrown out after his grand jury, those hearings, then he has to go all the way. But if he luck up and they dismiss that body, he could cop out to that gun. You know what I'm saying? Yo, fuck it, give me 7. But he got like 3 gun charges. So it's like, God. That's why, in his hope, you don't want the feds picking this shit up. Because the feds don't have a heart, man. They start hitting you with conspiracy to this, conspiracy to that. You know what I'm saying? And not even RICO, just a conspiracy to a gun. Conspiracy to possess a gun, conspiracy to murder. Not even people that got 20, my man Drop got 22 years or 23 years in the feds for allegedly selling some lady a bag of ham on and she died. They gave him 20 years for that. 20-something years for that. So that conspiracy to murder with the feds is a dirty game. It's so fucking dirty, now, nigga. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, man, just, you know, like I said, man, understand where the youth is coming from. A lot of drugs. Yeah? It's a lot of drugs. It's a lot of addiction, man. Yes, I mean, it's funny, it's fact. Yes. That's and I hope he's not a convicted felon because they play with that shit. Better get his mind right. Clean up. Now it's time for you to clean up. You know what I'm saying? Detox while you in jail. Seriously, because Rikers Island, they got this shit called C95. But he 18, so I don't know if they can put him in C95. You know what I'm saying? But they got buildings for that methadone program. And a lot of them dudes that's going through, the young boys, they going through with that monkey on their back because they either fucking with perks, lean, some shit. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he wasn't using those type of drugs, but if he was, take the time to clean up, bro. Take the time to clean up. If you K-Fly people, take the time to clean up. Fuck with those Xannies and all that, them downers. It's gonna kick your ass in that pen. Don't go to jail and just continue your drug addiction because sometimes it keeps you mentally off balance. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna make mentally off balance choices. Now, with that being said, let me get ready, get my mind right and my conditions together. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all those that came this morning. I know I gotta make some phone calls when the show is over. I spoke to Tony Sewell Marshall, by the way. Shout out to Blue, and I spoke to Tony, and I got the video. I gotta do it. I'm gonna do an interview with Blue, but I guess Tony, you know what I'm saying? Tony, that real, you know, say salute. Tony says that the nudge never happened with the head, like Corey never hit him. You know what I'm saying? He just strong. He was tussling. You know what I'm saying? And he want this boxing fight to happen. It's gonna be positive, man. Two champs. So I'm gonna interview. I'm gonna get a phone call. I'm gonna make some phone calls. And y'all can hear from the people that was there, because I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? It is not even a shot at Corey King. You know what I'm saying? It's just that him and Corey King was having a moment in a club. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I'm gonna say about grown people, shout out to Tony Sewell Marshall. I had a chance to speak to him yesterday. Right. Almost, you know what I'm saying? It's funny because he forgot who I was. And I said, oh, shit, Zeke. You know, I've been around in a while. You know what I'm saying? And he's a good guy, man. And again, this is what I mean about people with integrity. He said nothing bad about Corey King on that phone to me. You know what I'm saying? He said nothing wrong. I'm going to speak to Blue. And get things ready to roll. You know what I'm saying? It's all positive, man. It's all positive. There's something I want to tell you before I was going to go. Because I love the people, man. Salute to my man Father You. Peace to the God, Father You. You know what I'm saying? My IG is Zeke Blackfeet the Wolves. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Five Guard, man. You know, Five Guard's part of the drill shit. You know what I'm saying? Drill music shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, shout out to Five Guard, man. Through all this culture. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shout out to Five Guard, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the culture. You know what I'm saying? He was around for all those years. So I'm saying, y'all be thinking he been around from the beginning of those movements. You know what I'm saying? He was around, man. You know what I'm saying? He seen the transformation and change. Some niggas rap about the shit that he rap about the shit that they go through. That's what they rapping about. You know what I'm saying? It's just different, man. I remember, it took me back to what I remember about the culture. Jungle Junkies, you know, Wave Gang, you know, the FYGs. Shout out to my man D-Man from Bam. And shout out to everybody in Bam, even the Dons over there in Bam. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The traditional gangs was going Crime Family in the Feds, you know, GDs in the Feds, a lot of blood was getting snatched up, catching Fed charges. Games is changing, man. Salute to the chat, all Rivera in the building. What I'm going to say is, man, like I said, we are the CNN to the streets. And just because we have to build up our world, right? Our world, we can transfer the resources in this, like you said, and do our due diligence and change some of this content sometimes to make people think. That's what we want. I'm not trying to be right. I just want you to think. You know what I'm saying? Now, I won't say that, God tunes. A lot of them jungle junkie niggas, they did some time with them junks. A lot of them was like 18, 19 years old. I could be wrong, but some of them do jungle junkies, like when they got snatched up, they was young, man. They was like 20, you right. 18, you right. Right. I don't know, because I said that some of them junks, They was young. I don't know how old the youngest was, but they was pretty young. A lot of those jungle junkies when they caught there's a gang out of Albany, New York. I could be wrong. But I know a lot of them was young. That got caught up in that Fed case. You know what I'm saying? Some of them might have been 20 though. You know what I'm saying? Like Silky and all them niggas was young. You know what I'm saying? But they might have been 20, 19. But 18 is adolescent, right? Isn't that adolescent? 18? What's your output on some of these gang members not claiming or dropping? But I think he was like 18, right? I think when you get to a certain age, man, definitely Smalls was popping, SDE in the building. I think if you're doing it for the purpose of getting out the culture, it's perfect, man. You're freeing yourself from obligations that you can't control. If you're not born in it, if it's not something that, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, gang will catch up to you if you're not moving around. I think sometimes you gotta retire, man. I think there's nothing wrong with it. Sometimes it's a, well, I'm not from LA and those other shit, so dudes are born in that shit. But on a New York basis, I think sometimes it's a growing up mechanism because it takes that adolescent out of you. I believe that we all get on our super gang shit, our unresponsible part of our lives come out again. So when you fall back from it, you're forced to be yourself. Because remember, we're not born in this shit. We're not like from Chicago that had 30 years, 50 years in their culture. This is what they grew up around. This is some shit that, you know, it's been different gangs, street crews, blocks, boom, back to this, you know what I'm saying? So I think it frees you up, man. It frees you up from smoking the bullshit. It's growth, man. It takes a lot to go, you know, I'm not with this no more. Definitely when you was somebody of an influence in the gang. Because if gang ain't moving forward, you're just gonna be stalemated in those same movements. And then what happens is when you get tired of gang, everybody hates you. So why? When you have a chance to get out, I'm out. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with that. That's growth and development, man. Yeah. You gotta get used to not being around. A lot of dudes, we see it in the yard. You ever seen it up north in the yard? A nigga get kicked out the whip, he ready to kill himself. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I seen it happen many times in them prison yards. Shout out to the Lawrence family in Albany, downtown Albany. Salute. So it's my man June Body, you know what I'm saying? DJ Lawrence was popping, showing my unconditional, everything the 518 a la born, Albany, New York, you know what I'm saying? I seen dudes get kicked out the whip in the yard, nothing happened, they walk around looking sad. You know what I'm saying? So the gang shit is crazy. It's very crazy. Cause you see some shit that like, damn, son, you just got the pass. You ain't get cut, jump. Only thing they said was you not blood no more. We ain't fuck with you like that. And the nigga be walking around looking stupid, ready to pick a drug up. It's God honest truth. Nigga walk around looking silly, ready to pick a drug up. What happened? They kick me out the whip. I'm like, oh man. Nigga be sitting there, yo. Hell yeah, 30 rounds. Getting hit with 30 rounds. Like, are you serious? No, I'm saying you right. They shot the corner up 50 shots. What? You know what I'm saying? I knew if a nigga was shooting, the most he had was at least 6 shots, okay? I could get away. Now, you don't know what the fuck you gotta do, you know what I'm saying? I done heard of them shit like that. Nigga shot. If a nigga shooting 50 at you, you know you gotta take at least 4 in the back. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? They guaranteeing you out of here. You know what I'm saying? Yo, people can't say, I seen it. Smalls, SDE, I seen it. Niggas get kicked out the whip and walk around sad. What's wrong with you, man? I'm out the whip. The homie said I can't come to the tables no more. I can't. I'm like, oh, bendito. Sometimes you get kicked out of. Sometimes I'm gonna tell you what's the most blessing thing in New York is when your hood got faded. Those are your outs. I swear to you, it's not a bad thing. Do the politics. If your hood gets faded, that's a way of getting out without getting cut. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? What? The hood is faded? Now it's your option to jump back in the frying pan. It's your option. I swear to God. It's your option. Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you. When you get in this situation and they fade your shit, you be like, whoop. You out. Now, only you can go find somebody else that's gonna inspire you to go to the box. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? It's what niggas do. They inspire you to go to the box. That's one thing. Niggas ain't shit. Niggas was. I know a bunch of niggas that went that route. Vince, I know a bunch of niggas that went that route. My shit ain't faded. They had some fucked up results. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, why? Well, my man was claiming a Millerhood that didn't make the count. I guess it didn't make the news flash. He was out. I said, son, your girl coming to see you, seeing your kids. The homies, you're not a plate, you're not a dub, you good money. What does he do? He decides, I want to be 9 Trey. Now, he's been in the yard with a bunch of warriors who's just in the yard the other day saying, fuck Hellwell, he a liar. He went home and forgot us. He's a bitch. Not bringing up Hellwell, but they were saying in the yard. He lied. He didn't bring us back. He ain't come see me when the react. When Hellwell went home, he came home to him. You know, that's what the Dipset was the Dipset. You know what I'm saying? So he was, he watching them on 106 in Park videos. Fuck you, Hellwell. So check it. The nigga jumps out the window. Goes straight to the box. That box is dangerous, my nigga. That box, I seen what the box do to niggas. What you did to me. But that's your way out. That's the only clean way out is when situations happen like that. And those be the blessings, unless you want to stand tall and go, fuck that. My shit ain't a fade. Now, if I had 6 months to go, I'm gonna take that way out. Yeah. But you got niggas that's behind that wall that's willing to get, at least lose a lung for a hood. You know what I'm saying? So it has its trickiness. But like I said, that's the easiest way out. Your shit getting faded. Or you pulling out. Faded or pulling out is sometimes the biggest blessing. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's good to retire, man. You retire in glory. Sometimes you retire in peace and glory. I tell you, man, I've seen it all. Blessing in disguise, man. I swear to God. Because your shit might get faded, and then now there's a war with the Trinidadios in the yard. You ain't got nothing to do with this shit. There's always some shit going on in jail. The bag, and most jail beef don't be because of shit that happened in that jail. There's always some shit that happened 5 years ago somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And niggas finally bump heads. A lot of the time. Sometimes in the jail shit. So then it's like, yo, oh man, we going to war. And we got a bunch of Spanish niggas kicking some shit out the dirt, those ghettos, and that shit be too much, man. You don't know who's who, because you see DDP, Patrias, and Trinidadios. You don't know who the fuck. You don't know how it's coming. These niggas, you in the maximum jail. Some of these niggas got 150 years. Yo, niggas walk past you every day with asshole full of time in the maxes. I got a punk 4. I'm just trying to get the fuck out of here, man. Niggas is getting cut, stabbed, and hitting back of the head with frying pans and all type of shit. I'm like, yo, this jail, the max, I ain't gonna front, You do learn some shit in the maximum prison. And one thing you learn in the maximum prison is how to move. I swear to you, because you don't know who you walking by, who you playing with. A nigga be down 15 years, you don't even know. He got 70 more to go. You know what I'm saying? So you think you playing with a nigga who care. Niggas don't be giving a fuck. Basketball in the max is too much contact. Man. So I didn't play that shit. I didn't play nigga elbowing you. You gotta take all this shit. Ah. Like, damn, son. It was crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know who you around. You don't know who the fuck you around. You know what I'm saying? Word, my New York word. My first day in act, they threw something out. You know what they threw? I'm telling you. This is jail shit. Now mind you, I'm Zeke Black. I got 4.5 years. So I was a political prisoner. You know what I'm saying? I had my little punk 4.5 years, and they had the audacity to send me to a maximum prison. I went to shock before then. I went to warrant on a violation. I knew nothing. I didn't know what a medium looked like. You know what I'm saying? I go to downstate. I know. So my man's is banking on me going to Wyoming or Bear Hill, and I really wasn't I wasn't too happy about the thought. But on the gate, I can't wait to pull up in there, son. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to get to Bear Hill and Franklin and all this other shit. I'm ready to go. In my heart, I was like, damn, you done fucked up this time, man. Oh, God, I'm going to Bear Hill. I done told them, there's a couple of niggas in there I ain't sent packages to. I already know I'm going to have to shake with this nigga. You know what I'm saying? This crip niggas over here, we done took shots at. They in Orleans, they laying on me. Oh, not saying crip niggas, but this is shit that was going on. So now I go, go see the counselor, and they tell you they don't tell you where you're going, but they tell you what status you have. Medium, minimum, medium, max. So I sit down. I'm happy. And actually, somebody threw some shit on the gate. Nigga said, Zeke, you might go to Butler or something. All I heard about Butler was good things. And nigga ain't gonna sacrifice it all for a medium A. You know what I'm saying? Medium B or some shit like that. Or a minimum. I'm like, oh yeah, I got it for. Them niggas said maximum prison. I was like, they said, oh, you're max. I said, are you sure? I said, yeah. You're maximum. I said, you joking, man. He said, you max. I was like, damn. It all boiled down to this shit. So now I'm in my cell. It was like, Zeke, what's up? I don't want to talk to him on that, son. I'm not in the mood right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not in the mood, man. See, what's up? What happened? Your classification. You made me max. Damn, see? So, when you talk to niggas on the gate, they always tell you the worst. Yo, son, you might go to Attica, son. You know what I'm saying? Calm, stop. I'm like, I just told the nigga on the phone the other day, fuck you, nigga. That nigga's sitting in Kisaki right now. So I didn't want to go to Kisaki. He just said, are you sure? This is no lie. Are you sure? Zeke Matthews? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, are you sure? So yeah, nigga, maximum. So now we get on the bus. So they put you on the bus I was on, they put you to what zone you was going to. So they said, you're going towards the Auburn hub. So I'm like, Auburn? All I heard about was niggas getting stabbed and, oh, gosh, son. I really sat, like, I really fucked up this time. Like, I really did it. I did it to him, man. Yo, son, I was like, Zeke, you really did it this time, man. You put yourself in a hole now. You know what I'm saying? You ain't the best fighter, nigga. And I gotta buy a razor and all time. Oh, God, it's gonna be. So now, we stop, boom, boom, boom. Elmira, he dropped niggas off, boom, boom. They send me the 5 points. That shit is like S block. I was like, oh. Cameras, everything. I said, this shit is crazy. Then I realized I seen a bunch of niggas, a lot of dudes, man, that was just, that max life shit is different, man. Like, I think that's what sort of made me like respect my freedom, man. I had to find a way, man. Like there's dudes I seen in NYC for years. My man, I had to walk away from one of my peoples in there, man. Nigga, you been in jail for 30, 25 years talking about, yo, I regret catching that body. Nigga, we told you don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Not we, but you know, comedy like, yo, something before you did, yo, I regret that shit. Nigga, get out of here, man. But it be happening that way sometimes, man. I was in there with dudes that, I was in there with two dudes. This one guy, they accused him of being, I don't know, and he wanted to jump him. They jumped him in one of his joints. He had a tender life, DFY, but he fucked up in DFY and he sent him to adult jail. So since he had the life, they kept deucing this stupid ass. He was there for like 18 years, man. When he went to jail, no, was it a 10 of life or a 6 of life? It was the body he had. But it's funny because had he went straight in the first 6, I think, they might have let him out. But they made him go to the state. And when he went to the state, I guess that paperwork goes from kid to adult. And boom. I was in there with another nigga. I was there with somebody else, man. He had a 16 of life. He over 20 years. He got hit at the board. He got that paper. That nigga he wanted to cry. He was crying. He didn't want to talk to nobody. He was going shit away, thinking, yo, I'm going home. I've been programming. Them niggas said, oh, you forgot those 20 other tier 3s you had. Bomb. They hit him on that shit. And he was in jail just for a robbery. A home invasion going on. I'm like, damn, son. So there's a lot of shit that I've seen. Like, I don't want to be in those predicaments where, shit, these parole boards, man. I had to see y'all date parole boards. So I'm going to say for y'all people out there, man, don't put yourself in those situations, man. I was scared to fucking death. Scared to death. Maximum prison? Like, what? I became the ASAP education coordinator. You know what I'm saying? So you know I wasn't in that much of a mix. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? I was the ASAP educational coordinator. I was the educational guy. Hell yeah. They remind you at the parole boards, oh yeah, you got your GED, but forgot. Remember that ride you was in Comstock a couple years ago? We didn't forget about that shit. Dude, boom. You got, remember, they told my man at his parole him, he got anger issues. He said, anger issues? He said, what? Because he caught some tickets. What happens is niggas know they're going to the parole board, so they'll wild out and then they'll kind of clean the act up. They remind you of some shit you did 8 months prior. Hell yeah. I was like, damn, son. That's like at the gate like this, like I gotta get the fuck out of here. That's what, you know what I'm saying? Then you speak to dudes that can't, that you know, I seen this one, it's just crazy, man. As I said, paying attention to your surroundings, you just know, you see some crazy shit. I just couldn't understand that, because you don't know what you're around. Seriously speaking, you think you're playing with somebody by the waist shit, nigga got 30 years, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? My boy got 30 years, he walking around like it's nothing, like he's swaggy. You like, damn, son. Little Phil was a cool nigga. It was me, Phil, Little Phil from Buffalo. Little Phil had a crazy body. He had a spot whenever he was doing allegedly. Little Phil didn't mean no harm. I think the customer was like a Debo nigga. I think he deaded. Basically, the custody deaded him on some money. Fuck you, nigga. Get it best way you can. He pull up with whatever he did. He mad. He knocked on the door. He said the custody swung at him, hit him in the head. He started shooting, killed the nigga. Boom. The guy, he was in there with a chick. The chick wouldn't testify. Little Phil got 25 years of life. Little Phil was no older than 19, 20 years old. We're in horticulture. I was in there with Ninja from the Black Lions. He was in there to his dreads was up to his feet. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ninja. I didn't even know that Ninja say from the east side too. He said I think he lived by Tano Towers, the Black Lion Ninja. But he had ties over on the east side. You know what I'm saying? He was cool with me. He was cool. I was a horticulture. See, I was in the horticulture. You know what I'm saying? So little Phil be laughing, joking. So I'm thinking, Phil must got as much time as I got. You know what I'm saying? He walking around here happy-go-lucky. That nigga said, yo, I got 25 to life. I said, what, Phil? Yeah, I got 25, man. I was just in Clinton, you know what I'm saying? Some shit happened as I got here, but yeah, I got 25, Z. I'm like, damn, little Phil. Now, I would tell you about Syracuse. Syracuse at this time, about 08, 09, had a bad war. Probably like about 06, around those times, there was a bad war. There was a lot of gangs that was in Syracuse, as in the New York Blood shit, allegedly. So I was in there with the big dog. I forgot his name though, but he was my man from Syracuse. He caught 25 years. He was prime. He was prime time then. 5'9" blood. Him, allegedly, and two other fools. Oh shit. Salute from the Tooth. The Tooth is in the building. CK Tooth is in the building. I don't know why I got the name, but salute to CK Tooth is in the building. Salute from the Tooth, he says. Salute from the Tooth. You know what I'm saying? This nigga tells me about his crime, allegedly. These niggas is getting coked up, he said. He ain't was popping. They getting geeked up. They take a nigga by the train tracks. And the mix of them niggas geeked up, they decide they're gonna kill the op, allegedly, all this is allegation, in the caravan. Then they leave the caravan with the dead body and they leave. Fingerprints all over the place, cocaine residue all over the place. But the whole plot was to, I guess, allegedly kill the man. I don't know, allegedly kill the man. One thing these guys forgot, and this is what I mean about getting high, using drugs. The caravan was belonged to the big red dog that was in the caravan. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? So when they found the caravan, the dead body, take prints, but not even the prints, who caused this? Boom, prints. They bagged him and the other nigga. According for that, he does what he felt was right and told on the big red dog. Big red dog got 25 years to life, right? Now, because we was in the ASAP joint, there was a kid from Syracuse that was in a wheelchair, so he did wheelchair assistance. So when you're wheelchair assistance, you're actually in a dorm with somebody that's in a wheelchair. So you walk them around all day. You're in a cell with them. I mean, in a cell. Doesn't mean that you're going home anytime soon. You're just, that's the cell you're in. You're doing wheelchair assistance. So, the big red dog, he happy-go-lucky, one of them had the time of his life. He tells me his situation, and I'm sitting there going, how the this nigga was like y'all niggas running around here like you're having. That's what I mean is these niggas being in jail. Fuck it, it is what it is. The Spanish nigga. You know what I'm saying? The Spanish nigga. Spanish nigga start talking crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm in Spanish, half white, half Spanish nigga. So I'm talking crazy. Flaco Busy. Shout out to Flaco Busy out there. Flaco Busy was known to run with the rat hunters. I don't know if he was a rat hunter, but they say he was a shooter. They have words on laundry day. Some shit happened on laundry day, they going back and forth on these words. Flacco Busy was in the ASAP doing with us. I'm telling Flacco, chill. Flacco think he an ASAP nigga. I'm like, nah, Flacco, he got time, my nigga. You know, Flacco was down. He a young nigga, fresh on 25. Oh, yeah, I ain't scared. So now, Flacco, who barely knew Spanish, he can get around the Spanish niggas, start talking Spanish shit. Nigga, meet me out of that, meet me in the yard. Now, I'm going to tell you one thing about the Spanish niggas. The Spanish niggas had some nigga they call Shamrock. Shamrock was a pure white boy that they made Latin king. He looked so out of place, Shamrock. Shamrock did too much. That's why he kept getting his cells shooken down. You know what I'm saying? So, we chilling. They having words back and forth. You know what I'm saying? They going back and forth. They pull up in the yard. Shit got crazy. And the big red dog had to put hands on them. You know what I'm saying? Now, the mysterious thing about this, the mysterious thing about the situation was, what I'm trying to say is, the young boy, my man, he showed that he had 25 years and he was having the time of his life the first 5 or 6. So what I'm trying to say is not paying attention to your environment, you thinking you can play with a nigga and the nigga be having 20 years of stress on him, you know what I'm saying? And that's what get a lot of niggas in trouble. They be trying to play with niggas that when he finally snapped, they don't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying? And that's why dudes get mad. That's why dudes get upset. So a lot of that jail shit is just another world, man. Because you be surprised who you be in them yards with. And these niggas be at basketball teams, and football teams, and all type of shit. You be thinking like, nah, so you got what? You got 80 years? Yeah, son. So you gotta move smart, man. You gotta not be in the mix. Don't owe a nigga no money. No, I wasn't part of the 3. Once you're not part of the 3 G's, you definitely winning. You know, gangs, gays, gambling. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You winning. Those are the 3 things that get you caught up in the penitentiary. The 3 G's: gangs, gambling, and being, you know, extra alternative. You know what I'm saying? It's a dirty game, man. It's a dirty game. Definitely mad love. Definitely shout out to Red Hood Projects. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Red Hood. Shout out to my man, War Brim. Shout out to War Brim. I gotta get ready to go. I gotta get my life together. More of the story is blessings. More of the story. Pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to what's going on. Stop looking for the obvious. You be surprised. Exactly. Stay away from those activities. Shout out. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see dudes. This is no lie. They brought a guy that was fixed up and walked past the gallery. You had dudes that was whistling at dudes. Like, yo, what the fuck, men whistling at men? They had to put this one guy in PC, bro. Jail's another world. They had to put this one dude, he came through with all made up. They started whistling at him. Yo, say, yo, what the, yo, jail's another place, man. That's why you gotta be smart. Gotta be smart. With that being said, God bless y'all, man. Pay attention, man. You know what I'm saying? Yes, and that's shit 5 points. I mean, they had to move dude around. They couldn't put him in the cell with nobody else, cause boom. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't do it. Double cell. Now we can't put him in double cell. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The dudes was attacking him. You know what I'm saying? Environments. These niggas be told you 50 years. You don't know 30 years. Then they look up and get a pill. You know what I'm saying? They didn't think it's over until they actually seek freedom. You know what I'm saying? Not all of them, but you see a lot of that crazy. It's not crazy, it's crazy to us. But that's another world of penitentiary. Another world, man. 5 Points is the first year I ever seen a bunch of Caucasians pop up from people in the yard. Have a ride. The only Caucasian motorcycle niggas had a fight with dudes in the yard. With some of the god bodies. Can't forget my man Twist. Shout out to Twist, you know what I'm saying? From Albany, you know what I'm saying? With that being said, man, have a blessed morning. Let me get ready to go to get my life together. Don't forget to check out 050 China Bim Movement. Go check out Saladin. Shout out to Harlem Legend. Check them brothers out. I'm definitely out here on Clubhouse. Bullets Gotti. Gang, gang, gang. Bullets Gang, Roski. Go check them brothers out, man. It's I told you, man. House of Casualties having a new show. We're moving forward for the culture. Now we know what we're looking for. Now you have a storyline to get in these young boys' heads. I know when this shit started. I know you're not about hustling. You're about other things, swiping and, scamming and scheming. We get it. You know what I'm saying? Remember, these young boys was doing not that it's new, but they was doing the Cash App scams and the bank scams, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Stay positive. I'm saying though, you heard? That being said, man, y'all be blessed. God bless y'all. Definitely hanging. Oh yeah, don't forget about hanging with the homies TV. Subscribe to him, man. It's definitely good to be out the loop. With that being said, at least now we die.